There we go. Hey.
All right. There we go. It wouldn't be a stream without some sort of
It wouldn't be a board and sword stream without some sort of technical issue.
Some sort of technical issues. So hey everybody that's probably not watching. You got Chris here, you got Philip over there.
That's right.
We're actually like he's
No. You gotta be farther away.
6 feet apart.
Be farther away.
You're gonna be off camera.
Okay, people. I mean, you're trying to get views here, Chris.
He's not just a figment of my imagination, guys. But we are here. We are live. We are waiting with bated breath for the FFG in-flight report.
That's right.
That you've never been to, right?
No, I was at an in-flight.
You were at in-flight?
Yeah, I was.
Was it like the first one we went to?
No, they did something with L5R.
That could have
in
been
that
any.
in-flight. I don't know.
That could have been any number of them.
This was no. This was the second time we went.
Okay.
Because your phone dropped Wi-Fi,
Right.
and you used all your data uploaded the video.
But I think that was our first time going to the it was our second year at Gen Con.
Oh, but our first.
But
in-flight.
our first time going to the in-flight because we
Okay.
didn't even know it was a thing the first year.
That's right.
And by the time we knew it was a thing,
It was already over.
The tickets were sold out. That's where we had to wait in the line. We had to wait in the line over in the other building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before they switched to doing it on Wednesdays and doing it in the big ballroom.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you know kind of what to like the kinds of things to expect.
Going to be announcing games and.
Yeah. Have you been playing? You haven't played any board games other than that Captain.
Yeah, I have not played any.
Not even online
any board games.
tabletop simulator.
Nope, not even online.
But you have been playing Vidya games.
I've been playing a lot of Vigi games. I bought that fancy computer. I got to put it to use.
Yeah. It just streams Netflix really good.
It does, man. 4K net on that really nice monitor too.
He skipped
man.
4K and went to 8K.
That's right.
You got the curved monitor, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I thought about it though. I was like, I should have got like a 47 instead of a 32.
You should have just gotten like a VR headset, and then you could just like.
Yeah. Because then I could, have all the VR games.
Yeah. Yeah, but that requires space to play them.
No. I found out you do not want to have a lot of space when you play a VR game. I told you about what happened at Chris's house. Yeah, so I'm playing super
You don't
hot.
need a lot of space, but you need a space.
You need melee range is what you need. You need a little melee range. Yeah, because it was so immersive. I'm playing this game and I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, there's this table right there. If I fall down, I'm going to fall on that table and I'll stop and then the guy will overshoot me. Yeah, there was no table in real life. And Sandy said I was like nanometers from cracking my skull open on their entertainment center.
There was something there.
There was something there, yeah. So you don't want to give yourself a large.
Reminds me of one of the first times. Like, it was like 2015. One of the MagFests we went to, where we first put on, and I'm just like in front of you, just doing all sorts of stuff. You don't even know.
I had no idea what was going on. Well, if I had known. Well, maybe not in that game that we played at MagFest.
Yeah.
But in the program Chris uses, you hold down a button and say flashlight, and it activates the little forward-facing cameras on the headset so you can look around.
Oh. So you don't have to keep blowing like.
Yeah, I don't have to keep picking it up. I'm like, that's kind of cool, man.
Super Marvel Champions.
Ooh.
So, hey, everybody. And you don't have to worry. We will have the stream on this stream. So you don't even need to have a second window open or anything.
That's right.
So,
Unless that, like, I don't know. Apparently we're like a 4-second delay.
Yeah.
If those 4 seconds are worth it to you, you might want to have that.
Well, the delay is so that this camera will match up to the stream. So we're not going like, oh! Right as they're like so today we'd like to, and then like 4 seconds later they announce the thing, but we're already being like, oh! It takes times for the electrons to work their way through all the cords.
That's right. They get with the technology, the math, science.
So, let's talk about what do we know. We know some things are coming out.
We do. So something with Marvel Champions.
Yeah. So there's probably going to be something with our Champions. People are assuming that because there was talk. If you look at their schedule for tomorrow, it says expansion discussion.
Okay.
So people are saying because they use the word expansion that it's going to be one of the big box expansions that hasn't released yet. Next month or September, I believe, is when the first big box that's like Rise of Red Skull. And it's got like 5 different minions or 5 different villains and 2 new heroes. And it's actually a campaign where it's like you get cards that help you on the next couple kind of things. It's like or you can play it standalone, but like you can't take the cards from there and play like the other.
Okay.
Like the campaign mode stuff.
Gotcha.
So people are assuming that by saying that's currently on their website, when you see expansion, that's what's listed.
Gotcha.
So people are assuming that this is like the next big box that we should expect. But we already know, I mean, there'll be some Star Wars stuff, some X-Wing, a new wave of X-Wing stuff.
New wave of X-Wing. Maybe a new wave of Armada.
No, they've kind of put that on the shelf.
Okay.
Well, there was talk a while back about that. There was like not a campaign expansion. There was a new expansion type coming out. So there's possibility for an Armada announcement, but I'd say the chances are like
legitimate Death Star.
Yeah, it's the size of a house. Descent 3, that's a good option. So Descent is one of their. So you played Imperial Assault.
Yes.
So Descent is what was that system is kind of based on.
Okay.
It started off as I think one person runs it as. I've never played it. I've only seen it played. One person runs it kind of like a GM, and then there's all the tiles for everything, and it's a dungeon themed kind of thing.
Gotcha.
It's actually the same. It's the same setting as like their Tyranoth, or it's like their
okay.
There was that Rune game we played. I think we played it one time. Runebound. We played it one time where you like flipped tokens in the air.
Yeah.
Same setting.
Okay.
But more of that traditional monster crawly kind of game. Well, they came out with a second edition years ago. But it is about time for Descent if there was going to be a third edition. They did tack, and if so, I would fully expect this one to be more like Mansions of Madness second edition, where it's like all app driven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'm ashamed. Emma Celica has never played an FFG game.
Never.
We need to correct this. So, Descent 3. That's actually like of the like new stuff. Like we know. There's going to be pretty much every product line is going to have something announced. There's going to be a new wave of L5R stuff. There's going to be new hero packs for Marvel Champions. They'll probably talk about Innsmouth, the next Arkham Horror LCG expansion. Yeah. You know, all of those big things are going to come out. But as talking about,
they just changed their banner.
They did just change their banner, so you could see. We'll go back to that. We'll go back to that in a second. But so Descent 3 is a good idea of like something that's like we don't know this is coming.
Right.
Other ideas of things. I know there's Calvin Wong. He's been like all week talking about new Android game. New Android. He loves Android Netrunner. And it is about time. We haven't seen like a full Android product in a while. I don't know if we'll see any RPG announcements because they've taken all that and it's now being done by the Edge Entertainment. Like all the Star Wars books and all the Genesis stuff it's a different branch of Asmodee now that's basically doing it. So it'll be interesting to see because like it'll be stuff that's based on their worlds, but I don't know if they'll reference that in here. But then again, they did bring on the Atomic Mass people to do their Marvel Crisis Protocol game last year. So if we're spitballing here, like crazy, never gonna happen predictions, you know what I want? DC Champions.
Ooh.
Just same system, same exact system. And even to the point where you could mix and match heroes. So I can have like Spider-Man and Batman fighting.
Oh.
But like, I might never buy another Marvel product again if there's a DC Champions coming out. Like, that's another one of those, like, very small likelihood.
No. Batman versus Iron Man.
But it's a co-op thing.
I'm sure you could tweak it.
Yeah.
You could find a way to make it Batman.
Well, yeah, you could have... Okay, yeah.
That would be a $2 billion.
There's some people talking... One of the big rumors that's been going around, I don't know if there's anything founded on this. I just keep hearing it brought up a lot, is that they're going to make a new core box of Marvel Champions, but it's all X-Men themed.
Okay.
Because everybody's been there's a lot of people that just don't give a crap about the Avengers, but they love X-Men. So, I don't know. I think it's too early for that. I feel like next year's a good time for that, when the game's been out 2 years, and it's a new, like, it's a new way of getting people, like, the game's still rolling hot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a new starter box is a good way of getting in like another crowd, like, but they're already still having supply issues because COVID didn't really exactly help matters in that regard.
Because that's what happened with X-Wing. Like the first starter box with Rebels versus Empire, that was like what, 3-4 years, maybe a little longer. You
talking about between the Force Awakens box?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely, because it came out in 2012.
Okay.
And then Force Awakens was like 2015?
15 or 16.
Yeah, so that is about right. And then last year, the 2017, or excuse me, was it 18? I don't remember when second edition came out. I think it was...
Second edition, 18 sounds right, yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see here. All right, what about you? Any, like... No chance in any sort of heck this is going to happen.
Let's see. They're going to. This will never happen. They're going to announce that
they bought a new company. Oh wait,
yeah, they Asmodee bought Wizards of the Coast.
Never going to happen. That's owned by Hasbro.
Asmodee and Hasbro are now merging.
I don't want that to happen.
Asmabro.
Asmabro. No, I don't need all my board games. You know, people joke about them all coming from one company. I don't need them legit coming from just one company. Yeah. Oh God.
That would 100% be Armageddon. Yeah. American components, Russian components, all made in Taiwan.
Oh man. Trying to think, like, what could they grab out of... I feel like there's got to be a card game announcement, because it seems like every year they come out with a new card game. Last year was Marvel Champions. The year before that was Keyforge. And then the year before that, I want to say, was L5R. And then there was probably something before that. I think the year before that was Arkham Horror. So
yep, it was Arkham Horror. Yeah.
So we got.
They've acquired Pokemon.
Also not. Nogard says, "I really hope they don't do a starter set with X-Men. I really like that it didn't force us to buy multiple core sets. But that's kind of like the cool thing is that if it would still be kind of an optional thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wouldn't be like." That's the only way you get X-Men. I would see it more as this is just the precursor to a wave of X-Men.
A full, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, not to keep going back to it, but we have experience with that with the X-Wing product. It was like, all right, you get 2 ties and an X-Wing.
Yeah.
And now you buy the rest of them.
But because what it would be is Arkham Horror 2. That would be what, Arkham Horror 4 at this point?
4, yeah. Cthulhu Boogaloo.
I could see a Fallout LCG because they do own the Fallout property.
That's right.
Could see that.
Well, they for an LCG.
What about it?
Because Modifius does the RPG.
They do the Modifius does the RPG.
Yes.
Somebody else does the There's a minis game.
Yep.
And then Fantasy Flight has the
hasn't started.
Has the board game right now. But getting back to the Champions box, or if there was a X-Men box set, it would be 5. If it was like there would be 5 heroes and then 3 villains. So it'd be a nice way of getting, like, in a sense, like if somebody only wanted to play X-Men, they could buy that box and be done. Like they wouldn't have to buy anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you get?
Well, they always they've been trying to like diversify stuff. So I feel like it would be Wolverine, Storm, Jean Grey, and so 2 more.
You'd probably have to have Cyclops and Professor X.
Yeah, but see, that's like 2 white dudes.
It is.
I was trying to think of like some other non-white dude. Like I could see Cyclops, but then who do you have for your last one? Wouldn't happen, but you know it'd be funny? Jubilee.
Oh, Jubilee.
Wouldn't happen,
No.
but
maybe Beast or Nightcrawler.
well, that's true. Nightcrawler. There you go. That would be it. It would be Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
And as far as villains, your Magneto would be your last one.
Magneto would have to be the villain. And
Maybe like a Sentinel for the first, or no, Sentinels would be like the minions.
Sentinels would be minions.
So I would think like Juggernaut. I don't know a whole lot about X-Men. I only know like the I've watched a lot of the animated series and the movies. So all right, we're gonna go.
And then they come out with a Deadpool expansion.
Yeah.
All right, so 6 minutes, 20 seconds before the stream starts.
All right, there we go.
Going full screen. All right. Live.
All right.
It's a good thing our banner doesn't have a countdown because we would always mess it up.
I mean, I'm sure people would want a counter.
Yeah, they'd probably want a counter.
Because it's like,
there.
how long is this? I've seen
when are you guys gonna go live?
If Beatles in the chat, he likes to comment on the YouTube and be like, stream starts at 5:46. And then the funny part is sometimes I'll just go in and cut that part so it'll be off. Because I'm a terrible person. So let's see. Probably going to be another Mansions of Madness expansion.
I could see that.
Yeah. I'm just like looking at my shelf because
all the FFG stuff. Yeah,
obviously more Legion stuff.
Oh,
They'll announce the new Keyforge set, which I need to get some of those packs. You still haven't played Keyforge, right?
I have not.
Right. It's really cool. The latest one is Mass Mutation, just came out, and the cool thing about that is that they have creatures that take up more than one card. So there's like a giant T-Rex, and it requires you playing both parts of the card.
Oh, cool.
But it does like awesome amounts of damage and stuff. Uh-oh. Dude's got his mask on.
Yeah, there's someone on screen.
Yeah, they're moving stuff around. Oh, yeah, because they can stream it. So I don't know why I was like, oh, this is going to be like on stage where they're...
Yeah.
No, they've got a streaming setup. They do very well.
What's that red thing in the background there?
That is I think it's a Keyforge thing.
Okay.
It's just one of the little creatures.
I was
in
gonna say
Keyforge.
it's a creature or something.
Yeah. Like in the free RPG day, book I picked up.
Ah.
This is like a Keyforge adventure for Genesis, because the Keyforge world's actually pretty cool. So it's basically like these aliens that nobody knows who they are. They basically plucked out like all these civilizations and all like shoved them all into one world. So there's like Mars Attack style Martians, but there's also like intelligent dinosaurs and like kind of like a Star Trek Federation type group. Also, there's demons. There's going to be at least one like we did not see this coming.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
By the way, it looks like, I don't know if you looked it up, but Modifius has the minis game. So they've got the minis game and the RPG. Which was funny because there was like the minis game and the Fallout board game like announced very similar, or one was announced after the other. So it was like, wait, what's going on?
He's like, yeah, what is this? I don't understand.
Yeah. So, oh man, we're down to 3 minutes.
That's right.
3 minutes left to do some filler.
Get your tickets ready, guys.
I'm who knows the way this is going to work, so it might be super loud and I have to like tune it down, especially if we're going to talk over them and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we'll stay tuned as Boards and Swords covers. I feel like we need like fancy graphics, like din, 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 din. Now let's go to our sponsor.
And then we just like hit a button and sit on that side of the table real quick.
It's like wasn't there like a maybe it was
a Home Improvement.
Oh yeah,
they would always do the commercials,
and they like you see them like run to the other camera.
The Binford 3000 automatic nail gun. Okay, now he's got a hammer.
Yeah, that's.
Is that the band hammer?
Yes, it is the band hammer. So, I'm still hoping, though. I know we talked about RPGs not going to happen. I've still been saying for like since 2016, 2017, they need to make a Genesis Arkham Horror book.
Oh, pulled it. Yeah, put the world in.
Yeah, this was back actually before they announced Genesis. I was just seeing, I was like, they've done their 3 Star Wars lines. And I was like, they're probably going to start running out of books to put out for Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got like, it's only natural. And then like, it was like the next year they announced Genesis. I'm like, well, it's partially right.
That's the formula you're going to use. Yeah.
But I'm also starting to wonder if because Chaosium has the Call of Cthulhu, like I know Cthulhu's public domain, but they've got like Call of Cthulhu or something like that. Because I've seen a lot of times when people want to do Cthulhu style, like Paizo licensed some stuff or worked with Chaosium to do a Cthulhu mythos cosmic horror style game. So I don't know. They must have some sort of foothold. And it's maybe like FFG doesn't want to rifle those feathers.
That could be.
But I don't,
30 seconds.
That just seems dumb to me.
A little bit.
I just want to know where my smoothie's at.
Ma!
The meatloaf. Uh-oh. It's time. So stay tuned. Buckle in. It's about to go down. Up, cue like... Did you get it?
I don't think so.
I thought I saw like an X, like...
I saw an X-Wing.
No. I saw like the Cerebro X, like the door. So there's Keyforge.
A red Defender. That was cool.
Well, we've had that before.
Have we?
Yeah. I want to say it's been out.
Oh, okay.
In case you were reminding how much that they make.
Oh, that's right. They have Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Which apparently is coming. They're making a video game version of the board game.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2020 Fantasy Flight Games In-Flight Report. I'm Chris Gerber, the head of Fantasy Flight Games Studio.
Since Andrew Navarro left.
And as you know, Gen Con is online this year, which means we can't gather in person and have our traditional event. But as you can clearly see, we are also staying very safe in our studio here in Minnesota. We're all going to be wearing masks during this entire presentation. Obviously,
I get the being
this
safe,
is not really
but no one's
the way that
around
I
him.
would have preferred to introduce myself to all of you, but
help presenters.
like a good legacy game, the lower half of my face is just going to need to remain sealed until we can unlock it by defeating this virus. So
I wonder if that's a
and
reference.
despite the fact that we can't
have not
see
made a
your
legacy game
faces and you can't see ours, we are beyond excited to broadcast our newest and biggest announcements and show off what we've been working on. So,
hey, you should pull up
thank
their
you all
channel
for coming
on
and
your
for
phone,
your love
so you
and
could
commitment
check
to
out
this
their
hobby
chat, what
that
people are
we all
talking
share,
about.
which is,
I
of
got
course,
you.
tabletop gaming.
Did I?
So, here at Fantasy Flight
This
Games,
is going to be the
we
general
are
fluff.
always striving to innovate and push
We
our
had a
games
great
to the
year
next
last
level
year.
in arts, in mechanics, in player experience.
Yeah, they're not
tonight,
going to say that next year.
we're going to see announcements of
We had a
some
great year
brand
last
new
year.
games, some new editions of older games, and expansions for existing games. We're going to be
Said new editions of older
covering
games.
just an overview here tonight, and we won't be taking questions during the show, but we will be presenting a full suite of deep dive live streams starting tomorrow and running through Sunday that are going to give you plenty of chances to get your questions answered. So, without further ado, let's get started. And we're going to start by taking a look at what's coming up for our minis game titles. And to do that, I'm going to actually pass this over to John Schaefer, the head of the Fantasy Flight Miniatures game team.
Is this going to be on sale at the booth? Do I have to stand in line? Okay.
Thanks, Chris. Hi, I'm John, and I oversee the talented team that brings you all such great games as Star Wars X-Wing,
I like the
Legion,
set
and
they
Armada.
got, though.
My part of the in-flight report will cover the miniatures releases that we have scheduled throughout the rest of the year, and we'll even dip our toes a little bit into 2021.
Look
I
at
wanted to
that
show off
dice
some of the
back
great
there.
upcoming products the team has
It's
been
so
working
cool.
so hard on, and I can see no real reason to not get started right away. Let's begin with a little game you may have heard of called Star Wars X-Wing.
I don't know. Explain it to me.
So we've recently updated the points and the hyperspace game mode restrictions for the summer, and no doubt many of you are busy plotting out your next squadron lists and evaluating the pool of hyperspace options. We've also been collecting your feedback on the solo play alpha rules we posted on our website, and we'll have an update to all that content soon.
A lot of this is like, though, it's
Though
like,
the
when are you going to
circumstances
play
we
that?
find ourselves in have caused some delays, we are filling the fall of this year with a rapid succession of X-Wing product releases spread across multiple factions.
That you won't be able to play at your local
So
game
we've already
store.
announced the first part of Wave 7 with the Z-Class shuttle, the Lat-I gunship, and the HMP gunship releases. And these ships will be available in September, and expect preview articles on our website for these ships in the coming months. We ran out the rest of the wave with 2 additional releases.
First
First
comment
up,
I
the
saw
TIE
was
RV Heavy
not Deadwing.
adds new firepower and exciting TIE-specific upgrade cards to the Imperial faction.
A lot of people didn't like it when they
As
went to
seen in
second
Solo,
edition.
This ship adds punch to your Imperial list with a flexible front and rear-facing cannon, a durable chassis, and exciting new pilots and upgrades. Note that this ship is on a medium base, and that the main cannon is a movable part that rotates from the front to the rear of the ship. I think I'll take 2 of those. Next up, we've
That
got
was
the
totally
Heralds of
scripted.
Hope
That was totally
That was a
scripted.
forced
and capture
scripted
the
That was
joke,
totally
man.
scripted.
to the
That's-
tabletop.
Ooh,
Updated with
this
new
is
versions
cool.
of favorite pilots and new paint schemes for the T-70 X-Wing and RZ-2 A-Wing.
I can't tell
These
if
put the
that's
most
the...
skilled
I don't
pilots
play
of the
enough
Resistance at
X-Wing
your
to know
disposal.
if that's the
I'm hard-pressed to choose
Rebel
a favorite
Alliance
amongst these
or
new
the
paint schemes,
Resistance.
but I think
Oh.
that A-Wing paint job is kind of hard to beat. So these 2 new products will be available in October.
They're both the same.
The next wave of releases takes us even deeper into the Clone Wars with 4 new ships. a pair each for the Separatist Alliance and the Galactic Republic.
Cool.
First up for the Separatist Alliance is
Does
the
that say
nimble
droid
and deadly
TIE fighter?
droid Tri-Fighter.
Tri-Fighter.
Starfighter uses its maneuverability and a special configuration to outflank the enemy with superior speed and strike at their weakest points. The traditional gray and blue Separatist scheme will make the ship look right at home along your Hyena bombers and Vulture droids. Next up, we've got Jango Fett's Slave 1, which introduces the first medium-based ship to the faction and offers a versatile and durable option to the Separatist Alliance. Though this is a Separatist ship, the addition of this renowned bounty hunter adds new illicit upgrades and crew options for both the Separatist and the Scum and Villainy
They
factions.
came out with that so fast last time that I was like, wait, that's not in the game yet?
Yeah.
Next up, on the Republic side, we've got the Nimbus class V-Wing, which is a precursor to the ubiquitous TIE LN fighter. The V-Wing can equip many of the new TIE-specific upgrade cards introduced in this wave. This ship offers an agile new option for Republic squadrons. Following that, we've got the Eta II Actis expansion, which introduces all new Jedi options to the Galactic Republic. The detachable hyperspace ring is an upgrade usable by and compatible with the miniatures of a number of Republic ships. This includes the Delta 7 Aether Spray, the Nimbus class V-Wing.
We get into all these.
In addition to the Eta II Actis.
It's like, I don't know enough of the Star Wars lore.
So
I'm
these
like,
four new
that's a
ships
cool
will
looking
add
ship that
intriguing
I
new tactical options and beautiful new miniatures
never
to the
heard
Clone Wars
before.
factions, and they will be available in November. If you want to learn more about these releases and engage in some talk about the new hyperspace format with the development team, be sure to tune into our X-Wing product live stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central. So that sums up the X-Wing releases we have planned for the rest of the year, but expect a number of exciting new announcements on the horizon for products to be released in the Q1 of 2021. We can't wait to see what kinds of squadrons will be built around these iconic ships and the new upgrades that they include. So let's transition from
we
the
can't get
stars
steak
to
and
the
shake,
surface
but we
and
did
talk
get
a
the
little bit
shake.
more
We did get the
about
shake. Oh,
Star
somebody
Wars
brought up
Legion.
TI-4.
Twilight Imperium
We've
4.
been very happy with the public reception of the Clone Wars factions, and we're very excited about this new era for the game.
Just don't
and
build the
also to round out
droids.
these, new
Somebody else
factions
do
with
it.
Exciting new units. We've just released Cad Bane and Padme Amidala, and have a number of amazing releases like ARC Troopers, Inferno Squad, BX Droids, and Clan Ren releasing soon. To add even more thematic and tactical options to your Clone Wars forces, we are rounding out the year with the release of 2 potent force-wielding characters. First up, the renowned hero of the Clone Wars, Anakin Skywalker, is an iconic character to lead your Republic forces into battle. This potent commander gains new force powers the longer that he fights,
expected.
but Anakin should be beware.
But I want to
lest
see
his
someone have
thirst for
Anakin
power
versus Darth
become his
Vader
downfall.
because they're both in the game.
Anakin can be assembled in one of 2 striking poses, and the product comes with 2 different head options. I really like the late war Revenge of the Sith depiction of the miniature, and the pose with the two-handed grip on the lightsaber,
I get it now.
It's pretty awesome. So with such an amazing addition to the Republic, we certainly had to bring something suitably impressive for the Separatists. Fueled by his hatred, Darth Maul enters combat with a double-bladed lightsaber, providing a formidable operative for the Separatist Alliance. Already a deadly combatant, his Sith probe droids
Those droids are really
seek out
cool.
new targets to give him even more of an advantage on the tabletop.
In the
Maul
chat,
comes
someone
with
put
3
on
menacing pose
Anakin's
options, 2
sand
different
flock
head
only
options,
on
and
his
3
base.
probe droid miniatures. I particularly like that the iconic markings on his face are kind of lightly etched into the surface to make painting them a little bit easier to achieve. So, I mean, just look at that miniature.
I don't know if I'd ever
love
play
how the sculpting team are pushing
that
themselves,
part of
really
Legion, or
leveraging
that
the benefits of
I don't
the
have
new
enough to
classics of
feel
Twilight
the
frames.
separatists other than
It
that.
seems like the quality
but
and
I do
options
want that
available
mini,
continue
though.
to
It is a
improve
nice
with,
looking mini,
with
yeah.
each new release. So these 2 mighty characters will be storming across the battlefield near you in November of this year. But what of inexpensive commanders and other specialist options for your Clone Wars factions, you might ask? Well, we're glad to announce personnel expansions for these factions that offer a bounty of new options to customize your Republic or Separatist forces. The Separatist Specialist Personnel expansion upgrades your armies with even more specialized droids.
This is a
in
boring
the personnel
but
slot, including a recon,
important
medical, and worker
add-on
droid.
because the
The
versions
Key
for
Series
Imperial and
tactical droid can be
Rebel were
fielded as
actually
a
really
unit
strong.
upgrade or as a standalone commander. In addition, 3 new faction-exclusive command cards invite players to explore new strategies in the command phase. The expansion comes with 4 unique droids that add tactical options and visual diversity to your Separatist core units. The EV Series medical droid can keep your commanders and operatives healed up. The PK Worker droid can repair your droids and vehicles. And the Viper Recon droid provides useful observation tokens to your units. Finally, the T-Series Tactical Droid adds a much-needed, inexpensive commander option to the Separatists and opens up list building to bring greater numbers to bear than ever before. The Republic Specialist Personnel expansion diversifies your squads of clone troopers with additional troops that also fill that personnel slot.
Oh, I like the little, the hollow.
Ones that heal your troops and repair friendly vehicles on
Although
the fly.
that looks like it's going to get broken really fast.
Generic commander and 3 faction-exclusive command cards offer even more strategic options. This expansion comes with 4 unique clone personnel upgrades to add new character and tactical focus to your Rebel Corps units. It includes a clone engineer, medic, and a comms technician. In addition, the clone commander has multiple build options and can serve as an inexpensive choice for leadership.
This guy just looks like he's reading off a cue card.
I absolutely love that variant that has the little.
I think that's the one thing you miss about the presentation is they can't really do that.
Get ready for the options and customizability that these personnel expansions will offer in January of 2021.
They probably have alternate sculpts.
Now that is just a taste of what we have coming up for Star Wars Legion, and we can't wait to show you more of what's coming in 2021 later this year. Be sure to check out our Legion live stream.
He's not even looking at the camera. If you look, he's looking to the slightly to the right of the camera.
Note that Legion live stream will be hosted on the GenConOnline main stage Twitch channel and not on our normal FFG channel. So we'll make sure to back up the stream on YouTube as normal, just in case that you miss it. So let's continue to celebrate all things Clone Wars with something I know many of you have been waiting for.
A commercial break!
No, I think they flipped to it too soon. It was Armada, but for Clone Wars.
Okay.
Whoever does FFG's website marketing should not write the script these guys are reading.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, you could have the script that just has what's included so you're not messing up. It's like the PowerPoint. You don't read the slides of the PowerPoint. You put the bullets up there. Randy would be so excited if he still played at this point.
Yeah.
There are a handful of people that are really excited about this.
I really enjoy the minis.
The minis
they
are great.
Just look cool.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet the press release news on the website is exactly what he just read.
There it is, the start of a whole new era for Armada. Let's dig a little bit into those releases. The Galactic Republic Fleet Starter lays the foundations for your Republic fleets with 1 Acclimator class and 2 Consular class capital ships, alongside 4 V-19 Torrent squadrons. In addition to bringing iconic Jedi and clones into the game, this pack also contains
really
all the essential
meaty
components needed to play, making it the perfect entry point for new players.
It's just really
this is a new direction for Armada.
X-Wing's pretty nice and the right amount of complexity, and this is just
another thing of note is that we've redesigned the ship cards for Clone Wars for the.
Well, I mean, because there's all the movement, and then there's when you're stacking your actions, you're actually stacking 3 turns in the future.
Yeah. For these ships, and also it standardized.
Which in a minis game, I mean, it makes sense for a ship because space.
The Republic Fighter Squadron expansion puts an array of iconic Republic starfighters at your fingertips, including squadrons of Delta 78 sprites, Arc-170s,
everything that makes it complicated.
Legendary
is
Jedi
true to the
Knights
theme.
And elite clone troopers add their skills to the 8 additional squadrons.
I am kind of itching to play X-Wing again, though.
Much like the Republic Fleet Starter, this pack also provides the building blocks.
Like I have some of the stuff. I need to get. They came out with the A wings and the B wings. I need to get some of those.
Supported by 4 squadrons of Vulture droids.
Hey, Board Game Gumbo's in there saying what's up.
Hey. Separatist ships and characters into Armada.
We're just making fun of the guys reading the FFG stream.
That new players need to get started with the game, like objective cards, a maneuver tool, and dice. The Separatist Fighter Squadron expansion adds a variety of deadly droid starfighter squadrons.
Cardboard.
Fleets, including the Hyena-class
Never expected that.
Bubble Ab-22 Starfighter, and Droid Trifighter. These 8 squadrons can be deployed as standard models, or they can be upgraded for more firepower and have special abilities. The dials pack makes
did
expanding
like
fleets
the,
easy with additional command and speed dials, as well as copies of essential
on the
tokens.
fighter
Fleet
squadrons,
starters come
the
supplied with 10
little
dials,
push
and this pack
dial
will allow
or
you
push
to
thing
increase
on
your
the
command
bottom.
Oh, it's like
over
their
additional
health,
ships
right?
Well,
as
no,
your
it's so
collection expands.
so it's like, all right, so
Finally, the upgrade card collection brings
last
together all
round,
of the
yeah.
previously released
whenever we
upgrades
activated
in
it,
a
we
new
switched it from red to
standard-sized
blue.
card
So
format
now,
for the
whenever we
benefit of new
activate it, we
players
switch it
looking
from blue to
build
red.
the best fleets right
Oh,
away,
yeah.
or for veteran
I'd
players
say,
that just
I mean,
want to
we've
round
only
out their
been doing
collection.
this. The Darth Maul announcement for
You can expect
Legion
these
was kind of
products to be
cool.
released in December of this year.
Just because that mini
with
looked
more
really
exciting
cool.
announcements
But that
about
we're
in the
through
coming
this.
months for future Clone
This
Wars
is like all
products
the
that will
churn
release
that
in
we were
quarter one
talking
of
about.
2021.
Like this is just the
Be sure to catch our live stream this Friday at
everybody-
9 a.m. Central Time, where we will delve more into what the
Well,
Clone
because
Wars
it's all the
will bring
stuff
to
I
our
get, but I mean, just those
Well, that's my time.
prices.
From brand new factions for Star Wars Armada to some of the Clone Wars heroes
Starter boxes are
and
$100.
villains
Yeah.
that are the most celebrated. There's so much to be excited about for our Star Wars miniatures games.
But at the same
We have a
time,
lot more to
it was a
announce and to show
fleet
off.
starter at
for the rest of
100.
the
You didn't
show,
have to buy
I'm
a
gonna turn it back
one
over to
core
Chris Gerber.
box. So they are
Thanks,
learning.
Thanks, John. Those are really, truly exciting. And
Whoever's doing the
awesome, and I know
transitions
that
is slightly
my
off.
son and I personally can't
hair.
wait for the
He's
Armada
switching.
hair. I'm
They're
seeing it.
switching to the
Fleet
other
starters,
thing
but
and then doing the transition.
Now, I would like to talk about what is in store for our board games and our card games.
All right.
So, first, let's turn to a game that is undeniably near and
So
dear to our
probably a
hearts.
new Keyforge
Keyforge.
announcement or a new Keyforge set.
Keyforge, as many of you know, is a game unlike any other in existence.
It's a rather
With
unique game.
Keyforge, each and every deck
Look
is
at
unique.
his eyes.
No two
Look at his
decks in
eyes.
the
You can see
world are the
again,
same.
not
And
looking
all
at the
you need
camera.
To be able to jump in and play is one single deck.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh. Is that me?
Nope, I lost it too.
Uh-oh.
Yep, F's in the chat.
Uh-oh. Da da da.
F's in the chat, boys. Oh man, the chat is just flying. One of them said Keyforge broke FFG.
That's like my first thing is when it started spinning, I was like, is it our internet?
Nope, because the chat's still going.
Yeah.
Yep. Somebody said Kofefe.
Wouldn't it be FFG?
Ko-FFG.
So in the meantime, we're just going to like break out some like
Exactly. The broadcast you were watching has ended. Do they even know it's ended?
well, yes, because they swapped. Well, maybe they didn't.
That's the big question.
Well,
Like, how
I'm assuming somebody's watching chat.
somebody's probably watching the chat. Yeah. Well, or they are they? Because they said they weren't going to take any questions
Yeah, but typically you always want to have somebody watching chat for these reasons.
for that. Yeah.
because I've seen
And we get that too. It's like, hey guys, your sound isn't yeah.
exactly, and I've seen on some of the other streams where they'll be doing like, so and so's camera's not.
Blah, blah, blah. Error 5,000.
Sit back and just enjoy my tropical smoothie.
Yep. Sad trombone.
It's somebody was asking what the F in the chat was for.
It said we missed the TI4 expansion reveal. We snuck it in there. That's what had to happen.
In our chat, they're going to come back, and that will change everything. And we hope you are as excited as we are. I hope they do. I would do that as a joke, like not even like I would just pretend. See, this is why somebody needs to hire us to do their streams for them, because we can screw up too.
Oh, yeah. We'd be getting paid to screw up.
I know,
It'd be
right?
great.
So you can see their chat on here. By the way, I'm just going to answer the question out there. How's everybody liking the new overlay?
There we go.
I've been liking I like having the chat on there mainly because that way when we stream to Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, everybody can see the chat.
You can see it, yeah.
But we had somebody on their last stream that was like, "Oh, I'm glad you read the chat because it's not readable really on my screen. It's too small." And I was like, that kind of defeats the point of it being up there. So I redid it and had made it nice and big on there. Plus, I was trying to maximize screen space, but I've been watching a lot of other streams, and they don't always do that. There's always stuff in the background, and I thought this made it look more professional.
There you go. Yeah. So that Armada box actually looked kind of cool. Well, so how much was the original Armada
$100
starter?
$100. Yeah.
And was it the same? There was a Rebel side and an Imperium.
It was like the original X-Wing box where you have everything.
Okay.
So it was half of a thing of the Rebels and half a thing of
Okay.
But they've been definitely doing that a little better.
Well, it kind of looked like... No, because I played it with Randy and he went all out.
Yeah.
So that's why we had extra.
Yeah, because he bought 2 core sets right off the get-go.
Okay. Which, I mean, that's what we did with X-Wing.
Yeah.
Just so you could have the dice. We weren't really worrying about the models. We were just we need more dice.
I didn't do that the second time around with the because I just bought the extra dice pack and then I just bought the core box.
Yeah.
And then they had other packs already so that you can make
Yeah, when they did the Force Awakens, they were already ready with
right.
extra ties, extra X-Wings,
new
Falcon.
I'm talking about the second edition stuff.
Oh, that's right.
The second edition stuff, I bought the 1 box, and they already had the separate X-Wing and all that, and you didn't need to buy the second box to get all the cards and stuff because you'd only really had to invest in I went Rebel Alliance, so I only had to buy 1 or 2 other ships, and I was good. I just love all the chats in here. This may end up being because I don't know how much filler we can.
Right. Yeah.
But we could probably entertain enough just by reading everybody else's tweets or all the stuff on here. Yeah. There was the forge your key, wait 30 seconds, and then unforge the key.
Try percussive maintenance.
Yeah. Turn it off and on again. What's everyone's favorite Keyforge house? Maybe the person crashed.
This clearly shows they need to cancel Keyforge and bring back Destiny.
So we're excited about Keyforge. Is ASAP a new game? Try moving on to L5R. That should work. I caught COVID in this chat. Netrunner's back. There's the U.S. internets.
Someone's demanding a refund on their ticket.
Do the new Keyforge packs come with the new router? FFG, take my energy.
Lord of the Rings LCG. That's what they're announcing. That's why they...
Big text censoring again. Just think about how you people complaining about your releases. Just think about how us poor RPGers feel.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Literally just unplug the vending machine.
Somebody threw the Konami code in there.
For every minute the stream stays down, FFG owes us a TI4 expansion. Oh, man. Hold on, I'm going to type in there and be like, don't watch this, watch our commentary stream.
Oh, there you go. We're going to...
Type.
There we go. Gotta get them views, man. Gotta get them views.
Although it's only on there for like
7
second.
Yeah, ring, and it goes.
That's the sad part, though, is that I hope nobody drops it because it's we're sorry that they screwed up.
Yeah.
The stream is on the boat. Did you see that the Genesis dice app is?
I did. I picked it up.
Nice.
Yep. The Genesis dice roller.
Dad's telling me that Classic Clans War is about to start in 30 minutes. I'd be like,
Oh.
I'll look at it afterwards. I'm going to look at their Twitter and see if they've realized.
Actually, somebody in the chat did have had a good point, or actually a couple people in the chat. They're like, why didn't they just record this?
Especially if they're not taking...
They're not taking any questions.
Yeah. That's honestly a good point. Hold on, I'm just going to refresh their page and see if...
I mean, there's the offline.
Offline.
Wah, 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 wah. They drew the Tentris from Arkham.
I think that's supposed to be tentacles
Oh,
because that's the auto fail in the LCG.
yeah.
Crap. Up.
Here we go. Here we go. Got the Gen Con Online banner. Keyforge. All right, we're back.
Where were we in the slide? Where's the script?
Oh.
Oh!
They load that slide.
It's that
and
slide
then it fails.
every time.
Yes.
Everyone's like, up. Just skip
First
Keyforge.
image. Yep.
Oh, gosh. Maybe they would learn PowerPoint better. Please don't play the Keyforge video again. Oh, gosh. This is funny.
Yeah, 3 strikes, you're out, guys.
Please remove 3 time counters from the stream. Oh, gosh. Well, if you're just tuning in, this is the Boards and Swords commentary stream of the FF Live channel because
Oh.
I'm not even going to... I'm going to wait to put it full screen.
we're going to wait until something actually happens.
Still, the next time it went on that, I was like, was it us again? Or was it us? Every time I just assume it's us. I play my magic card, Monster Reborn. Somebody forgot to pay the internet bill.
That's more than likely.
They hadn't been in the office in a while, so they're like, oh, man, we forgot how this works.
All the mail's piling up. Oh, wow. I don't know if anyone on our side paid attention to that, but the viewers, it went from like 4 or 5 digits down to 23.
That can't be right. I'm seeing more than 23 names in the chat. Because they all came here.
That's right. And now it's back up.
Good. We're back. Hello. Welcome to the 2021 in-flight. Just kidding. Apologies.
Turns out this was all scripted. That was on the script as well.
Addressed the technical issue that we have been struggling
Just don't
with
show that Keyforge slide
before we
again.
continue.
That's what it is.
The Keyforge, our
More
most
like
recent set, the
in-flight
Mass
abort,
Mutation
am I
set,
right?
features some really amazing additions.
They did. They skipped it.
The vault of
Good, they
Dark
skipped that
Amber
slide.
is opened, and mutations it causes are running rampant on the Crucible. For the first time, there are gigantic creatures, massive mutants that are too
This is
big
what I
to
was
be
telling you about.
contained on a single card and stretch across 2 cards in your deck. There are also mutated versions of existing creatures, including fan favorites like Bad Penny. Finally, added enhancement icons are introduced by cards in this set, automatically granting
I don't know
other
what that
cards
stuff
a
thing is, but I want it.
uniqueness that further makes your deck stand out
It's
as
adorable.
one of a kind and may just give you the edge you need. Mass Mutation, as you can see here, is available at your local retailer now. But
As you see here, points
I
to
know
slide.
that you want to know what the future holds. And so today, we are
that a
proud
song?
to announce the 5th set of Archon decks for Keyforge, Dark Tidings.
Ooh.
Like all previous sets, Dark Tidings introduces billions upon billions more potential decks into the game, with a refreshed card
I like
pool
the
that
graphic
includes over
design.
250 new cards. With Dark Tidings, then, comes the introduction of a new house,
It was about time for
the
this.
Unfathomable.
Ooh.
This house focuses on controlling the board through exhaustion and placing penalties on your opponent for
I don't
taking
like
certain
that.
actions, making them very taxing for your opponent.
Fantasy Flight chat called it Cthulhu
They're
House.
going to be replacing
Yeah.
House Dis. And
No!
with that faction, and of course their strong control elements
I love House
rotating out,
Dis.
it has been an important design focus for
They
the
just dissed
Unfathomable
House Dis.
to echo that control, but of course with a
Those are
distinct
the
new
demons.
flavor and feel.
Okay.
All right,
Another
we're going to have to
feature
play
coming
Keyforge
with
after
this
this.
set
All right,
is
all right. Did-
a high and low tide mechanic, giving players mastery over the Crucible's various bodies of
It's called High Tidings, and there's a
a new
tide
tide
mechanic?
token
Whoa,
will be
that's
included
kind of
in
cool.
Each Dark Tidings
Oh, that's a
deck is
token.
38th card, and will have a high tide end and a low tide end. Every deck,
High
including
tide.
non-Dark Tidings decks, is going to be able to shift this card between that high and low tide for them.
I
The
thought that
vast
was like a
majority of
card you
cards that
play.
reference tide
Yeah.
are going to benefit only benefit you only when the tide is high, encouraging players to engage in a dynamic back and forth struggle to keep the tide on their side. And while every single house is going to be able to take advantage of the shifting tides that rock the Crucible with the introduction of this new tide mechanic, the Unfathomable has the greatest control, allowing players to gain the maximum potential for their tide effects while denying their opponent their own. Finally, the Keyforge algorithm continues to be pushed further than ever with the introduction of
Introduction.
evil twin decks. Dark reflections of
What?
other decks that exist out in the world.
So you know the basics of
that
Keyforge,
you
right?
might rarely
Where it's
find
like
when opening
they take
a
the
new
card
Dark
pool and
Tidings
randomly make
Archon
decks.
Yeah.
An evil twin deck has a special card back and a name that is based on the appearance and name of an already existing deck. For example, if somebody finds in the world a deck named Televig the Renegade, someone else might be lucky enough to find a deck named Televig the Renegade's Evil Twin. An Evil Twins deck list composition is identical to its normal Twins deck list, except many of the cards are replaced with altered Evil Twin versions of the normal cards, as like you can see here with Taniwa.
Evil
each
Twin's
with
supposed to be
unique
stronger.
and ramped up versions of the kind of the normal cards effect. But these also typically hurt the player using them, making them a really fun challenge to play.
We can make twice
So,
the amount of decks
like
with half
Mass
the effort.
Mutation, the Dark Tidings set is going to release with a 2-player starter set, a deluxe deck, and a standard Archon deck, and they're all going to be releasing in February of 2021.
Are they though?
Now let's talk about Arkham Horror. One of my
Arkham Horror Files.
personal favorite settings. With Arkham Horror, we have created a connected universe, a universe that we expand and push forward through many different games. our different development teams here at FFG work together to create a unified universe with each game.
There's a new product coming. This smells new product.
Yeah, it does.
Nigh unstoppable eldritch threats at differing scales, but all coming together to form a single unified world. This is especially evident with our plans this year. This fall, the Arkham Horror line is going to Innsmouth. Innsmouth is an important part of the Arkham Horror world here at FFG. It's a cold, damp, rotting harbor town where dark secrets are shuttered behind closed doors and hidden in the mist. Innsmouth offers us an opportunity to tell a very different kind of story than in Arkham itself, one of mutations and dark shapes rising from the sea and an entire town corrupted by the dark influences of Dagon. We've previously announced the Underdark Waves expansion for Arkham Horror.
Remember that goldfish you flushed when you were a kid?
The Innsmouth Conspiracy expansion for Arkham Horror, the card game. And today, we're proud to reveal the 6 Mythos packs that complete the Innsmouth Conspiracy cycle for Arkham Horror, the card game. So it begins, the Innsmouth Conspiracy really begins in its deluxe expansion, but then it's going to move forward.
I was just thinking that.
6 Mythos packs. In Too Deep, Devil's Reef, Horror in High Gear, A Light in the Fog, Lair of Dagon, and Into the Maelstrom. Across these 6 scenarios, a tangled narrative unfolds, pitting the investigators against unseen cultists, the
American Pie starts playing,
and the rising deep ones. Throughout their search for answers, investigators will have to search through their memories, trigger.
Da da da.
F's in the chat.
Deep ones got him.
Eldritch Horror is too terrible.
Somebody was like, he was on search for through their memories. Like, what part of the script was he on when it fell? Everyone tell him to stop streaming in the build. Stop streaming it in the building.
That's probably what it is. Guys, just come down to the studio and watch it happen. You don't have to stream it.
You can do it, FFG. Wynn got hit by those high tide cards. Stream lasted longer than Rune Wars. The minis game?
Yes.
That was also that same Tiranoff universe.
That same universe? Oh, okay, gotcha. What is Chapok?
I don't know. I think that's Krapok.
Oh, Krabok.
Have to buy the Stay Online expansion set.
Oh yeah. So I mean, well, since this is we're gonna do a real quick okay. Well, I'm gonna close that out, and we're gonna go to Facebook, and we're gonna go to Viva La Dirt League.
Oh.
Yeah. So let me find an. Oh, dang! No, we're back, and we're back.
Krapok. Why is everybody shouting my name? Some intern is getting fired for this. Oh, when they're offline, the numbers go down.
Okay.
Last attempt. We are going to continue to try this one more time. If we run into the issue we've been having again, then we will find a different way to get this information out to you very, very soon. So, picking up where we left off.
They need to stop using the hotspot of the guy whose mom keeps calling.
We're talking about the Innsmouth conspiracy cycle.
It started to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is gonna make for an awesome stream on the internet.
Yay!
Yeah. Thanks, Fantasy Flight. You're stealing my views.
Well, I mean, this is if this is am I indicative
of Gen Con Online?
Yeah, is this indicative of Gen Con Online? Of like
stream has the Rona.
Yeah. Because the big question is where's the disconnect?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to find.
Thanks for your patience, everybody.
Oh, that was actually them in the chat.
Yeah.
Twilight Imperium or Riot. No SWCCG 2.0.
Can't wait for Gen Con offline.
Gen Con offline.
And not just Gen can't.
Gen won't.
Gen won't. This is the best part of having separate Twitch stream.
Mm-hmm.
I can take their jokes and put them into this channel.
Yeah.
And vice versa. This will be uploaded to the official YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Crabok _YT.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. So, I mean, I'm not going to.
It's either a Twitch thing or it's an L5R thing. I'm guessing.
An FFG thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like an.
You said L5R.
I know,
like,
but like I was thinking crab.
Oh. Okay. I see what you're saying.
They're moving the in-flight report to MySpace. That's what I'm assuming that's BJ for the Under the Board Game Gumbo.
Okay.
He does like a board game live stream show every Tuesday, I want to say. So
FFG Live is I'm watching chat from home.
So if you're looking for other great board game content, you should check out Board Game Gumbo and Gumbo Live.
There you go.
Okay, so yeah, it's BJ. Tuesdays. Haha, I was right. One more time. So Keyforge looks the Keyforge, the new announced for Dark Tidings?
Yeah.
Deep Tidings?
Dark Tidings.
Dark Tidings. I mean, that sounds interesting, but it was one of those like every, it's like, okay, another Keyforge set. Migo as playable faction confirmed. Streamlast. I just love people keep responding. Stream lasted longer than Rune Wars. If the string comes back, they should just quickly shout out the rest of the time.
Just give us all the what to
say. FFG lives matter.
Oh, come on, people.
They have not talked about L5R yet. They can't even make it through Keyforge.
Yeah.
Or no, I guess we're on Arkham Horror.
We're on Arkham Horror now. They made it through Keyforge.
They did barely. So yeah, they didn't talk. All we know is that more of the same's coming from X-Wing. A really cool Darth Maul is coming for Legion.
Mm-hmm.
And Clone Wars is coming to Armada.
Yep.
The Ocean's coming to Keyforge.
They're replacing a house in Keyforge.
Well, they always do that. When
they do?
Yeah, whenever they introduce a new faction, they remove a faction and then
keep it at what's it? 6?
6, I think.
Okay.
And then what it is that's now it becomes one of the houses that they'll just do a rotation of. Like the last one, Mass Mutation, didn't introduce new factions, but it just cycled back in the ones that weren't in the previous set.
Okay.
No, they haven't said why. They haven't said what the problem on the stream is. Oh, is this what you were talking about?
Yeah.
I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen this stuff.
Is Epic NPC Man.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So this guy here, so this is Alan, but when they show Rowan,
yeah,
he was in Avatar.
The other guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this on Facebook. Like the, I just imagine some poor intern getting yelled at. Yeah. I've seen the one on like the one I saw most recently where it was like, the one dude was like, "Oh, you'll have to figure out the ancient passageway to get into this
Secret
thing." He's
door.
like, "You mean that pile of rocks?"
Yeah.
Like, "No, it's been lost for 8." No, it's that pile of rocks right over there.
Yeah. So I was watching Avatar, not Last Airbender, Blue People Avatar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the scene where where he's hyping up, telling them they're going to destroy the Tree of Souls, use the shuttle as a bomber. They start panning.
I never actually saw Avatar.
Good movie. It's on Disney Plus.
I started watching it and I was like, "This is just Fern Gully."
No, it was a great movie. And like all of a sudden they start panning, and I'm just like, "Wait a minute, Rowan, you're in the." Hey, cool. It wasn't like a speaking role or anything. It was just like, dude, hey, you're in the...
Yeah, because I've also seen there's one where they do, it's the same people. They do like a shop.
Yeah, the Playtech.
Yeah, Playtech. Like
Don't know if they like actually work there or if they just borrow the setting every once in a while.
It's Pocahontas without the music. The TRS-80 cassette deck died. You know, I'm of the age range where like I understand the reference, and like in elementary school we were probably using that, but like there's people watching this stream that probably have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But talking about like the Playtech one, my favorite is the guy making the deliveries, and he takes them to the trash, and he's like, "Make sure they get to the customers." And he's like, "The what?"
Well, I think I know what you do, but why don't you remind me? Every day I take these boxes, I put them in my car, and I take them to the rubbish dump. Customer. The customer. Yeah. The customer.
Yeah, the customer. Yeah, wouldn't that be awful if I was just throwing them away every day?
Whew, whew. One of them, that's when he like kind of plays. So he sometimes he plays like a smart manager and knows everything, but then he plays like the idiot manager.
Yeah.
He swapped the deal. The flyer said, buy a laptop, get a free USB flash drive.
Yeah.
He did it as, buy a USB flash drive, get a free laptop. I was like, that's an awesome deal. I want to get in on that.
These technical problems, a good opportunity to wing out and make an Android Netrunner announcement. FFG shutting down forever confirmed. Oh, man. Somebody forgot to send in the electric bill. I made that joke.
Yep.
I made that joke.
We were first.
Yeah, but I didn't say it.
You didn't say it in chat.
Yeah.
Pixar, it didn't happen. Oh, they put in the TikTok Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
Killed her husband, whacked
him. We should make up rumors while we're waiting.
That's right.
That's what BJ says. Rumor is that Asmodee is trying to buy Twitch right now. And that's why they turned it off, because Twitch was like, haha, no.
Yep, there we go.
New rumor. This is all actually a meta game for a new Netrunner expansion.
That's probably what it is. I could see that totally happening. Does that make FFG the corporation?
Yes.
Okay.
See, it says live on here. Or maybe that's just their symbol because it's FFG Live.
FFG Live, yeah.
That's deceiving. I was really excited.
That's marketing.
I was really excited for this. This is actually really disappointing. YouTube doesn't have these problems, just saying.
So actually that's something I don't know if I don't know what the restrictions on like YouTube Live are.
Mm-hmm.
So I was playing Halo with our friend Mike last week,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, you know what the hell? I streamed it,
mm-hmm.
and when I went and looked, it's like, oh yeah, you streamed for 6 minutes. I was like, no. Because as soon as I exited the game, the little pop-in came up and said, you have stopped broadcasting. And I was like, and we played for like a good hour and a half.
Did you look on Twitch to see?
Well, I just went to YouTube. I didn't do because I used I haven't gotten OBS or anything to like send it everywhere.
Yeah.
I just use use
built-in NVIDIA stuff.
Built-in NVIDIA stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. It also could have been like I don't stream enough video games, but I know there are some things that there are some things where like music and that sort of thing. Sound
like
clips.
copyrighted stuff.
Yeah.
They don't allow stream. Yeah, I mean I have seen that. Well, because even someone made the point of when a whole bunch of stuff was getting taken down of like people were posting videos or doing live streams that had stuff that they confirmed was like no license, free use, do whatever you want with it, music, and it's being taken down because of music copyright. And they were like, okay, well, if you're going to do that, how about all of Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's all copyrighted material. You should take all that down, too.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, somebody. Is that you?
Oh,
Oh.
BJ was just retweeting.
Yeah. But why did that go to the bottom?
But I was just looking on there to see if they had said anything on their Twitch page about anything. Let's see. This is gonna be a new Mansions of Madness expansion. waiting for the in-flight report. So I'm going to walk away. FFG should be back in a sec. You're welcome. That'd be funny if it actually did come back. Does it still say they're streaming though? Why is that counter going up?
That is really weird.
Yeah, someone was like handed over to the Chance Cube. They do pretty good stream stuff. That's like the bet. Like one thing it's been clear about all the COVID stuff is all the people that are now like, hey, we can stream stuff. And they're all starting from like ground zero. Like we're talking like internet, or we're talking like professional people.
Hi, Mike.
Is Mike watching?
Mike's watching.
Oh, okay.
Because he sends me a message. You didn't tell me you were streaming that game.
But it's okay. Nobody was watching.
It's all right. Nobody was watching. It was also he was only streaming for 6 minutes apparently. So I caught that cutscene as we were riding into battle, and that was it.
I'm just suddenly reminded of the Domino's commercials. Like, what are we gonna do with the other 32 minutes or the other 27 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah. But actually, the program is smart enough because we were using Discord to talk.
Yeah.
And it was only pulling the game. Because I sat there, I watched it, I turned the volume up, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I hear the gunfire. I died. I know I said some bad words when I died. I didn't hear them. That's right, my channel is not...
I mean, Con and Cindy aren't here. We could throw it.
That's right. We could go a little. We could probably go rated R. F in the chat.
I mean, we got
post on YouTube later tonight as soon as we're done recording. Okay, so they're gonna.
So they're recording it right now, and then. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Cool.
That was the Boards and Swords commentary on the in-flight report.
That's utterly disappointing because
if you like this stream, you got to check out our other awesome channel, The Dirtbags of Holding.
Hype man.
We gotta. Also, you can check us out on boardsandswords.com/live. If you don't feel like letting us know that you're watching, I also host this on my Twitch channel.
I think if you still chat on your channel, it appears on mine or on this one.
Oh, cool.
Like when you're hosting somebody,
you're like fully hosting. You're just...
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think
didn't
so. I don't. That's where
I don't know this stuff.
I don't know enough about Twitch to say for certain. But yeah, that would be my guess. But it's so, because it's like even then it's like what's the once they post it, we'll have to just do a.
We can MST3K it. Yes, we have to do that.
Well, no, because all the announcements are going to get leaked.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to watch it like as soon as it comes out. And then it's going to be like, I guess we could reconvene for a post watching it. What did we think? Sort of thing. That's about all we could really do, unless it posts in like the next hour or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Sorry they couldn't do the whole thing live. So they're yep. Looks like they're done.
Oh yeah, they said that they're recording it right now, which, as you mentioned, they should have done in the first place. Which you could have even done a premiere. I think that's how the YouTube premiere stuff works. They could have recorded it and then just posted it on their thing premiering. So if you're just now joining us, I'm sorry, but FFG, they've been having issues with their live stream, and so they have decided that they're going to be recording it right now. This is the post-mortem, I guess, to their stream.
We had less technical issues than $1 million company.
All right. And with like 0.01% of the budget.
Nice.
Yeah, so they will be recording the in-flight, or they're recording it now, I believe, and then they're going to be posting it onto their YouTube channel. We will either then do some sort of afterwards live stream, or then something.
Some sort of post-mortem breakdown.
Does it say starting again? Or is that starting again?
Staring again? What's going on there, BJ?
Yeah. Oh, maybe he missed that part. No, so the stream, they've officially canned the stream. They're recording it. They're going to upload it to YouTube later. We'll figure out what we're going to do in some sort of reaction afterwards. So thanks everyone that did watch live. Sorry that it wasn't more entertaining. Hopefully we at least kept you occupied while we had all this. They had their technical issues. And that if you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe and follow us. We'll be doing more commentary once we get the actual video. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream now because I don't need to be rambling forever. But we appreciate you tuning in.